What's going on, everybody? Double Check Effects Sports Code coming at you with another video. Shout out to all who have liked and subscribed to the channel. Just wanted to hop on and congrats if you partook in our four-play parlay this Thursday on Thursday Night Football. Again, discount double check, lots of clues there. As you can see by this, it pays to double check. And if you indeed did, you would have won, 20 times your money. So again, stick around for more picks as we're beginning to do that. We had a great read. Again, Alan Lazard was high probability to have a great game. And again, it all came down to that Janus game that was exactly 1,012 days ago. Thursday Night Football, John Madden, Nicolas Cage, all came together. Notice he ended up with 281 yards passing. Again, right on the money, 60 yards less, over touchdown. So again, thing of beauty, came together. We always like when that thread comes together. But again, wanted to come on here today. It pays to double check. So today, this is going to be a different topic. Again, we're going to incorporate the Janus theme again. I found a pretty interesting piece on this one. Okay. As you know or don't know, Cam Akers is scheduled to make his return. And Cam Akers is now a member of the Houston Texans. So he's filling in for an injured Joe Mixon. Okay, so this is going to be titled Cam Akers Return. All right. Now, first, before I kind of dive into this, again, if you remember, Cam Akers was a great player from the Rams. He was actually a member of the Super Bowl team that won Super Bowl 56. He's had some injuries in the past, I think an Achilles injury. But he's scheduled to start tomorrow against the Vikings, his former team. So I didn't even know he went to the Vikings for a little bit. He was that under the radar. But this is a guy that was, a top 10 running back, in 2020. So this is what I have for you guys today. Again, it's a brief breakdown. I'm going to focus on Cam Akers for this video and his anytime touchdown and perhaps even more. So just follow along with me as we go. First, wanted to break down, Akers breakdown, before we start. So what is an acre, right? So it's in his name. If you guys take a look here, the square footage or square yards, there's 4,840 square yards in 1 acre. All right, so that's the number that we're going to be focusing on. Okay, wanted to bring that over here. As you can see, the number 484 equals the 22nd squared. Okay, so 22 times 22 equals 484, which is the amount of acres, square acres, right? And it's no surprise that Cam Akers is returning to the Texans at number 22 on the 22nd day of September, right? So that can be written, again, 922. So we're going to remember that. So he's 22 in tribute to the Akers, right? He wore number 3, I believe, or 23 back with the Rams. But the video is going to focus on his unique connection to tomorrow's game. So Cam Akers will return as the starting running back for the Houston Texans against the Vikings, his former team. It's also worth noting that Akers will be replacing an injured Joe Mixon for this game. And I believe he'll have a great game. If you remember, in Super Bowl 56, Akers went up against Mixon for the Bengals. Now he's slated to replace him. Okay, so I thought that was very interesting. Two teammates now that were again rivals in the biggest game just short 2.5 years ago. And I found a couple games in which I believe this will be significant for Akers. So if we go back to January 9th, 2021, it was a wild card game. Okay, this says Mixon. It should say Akers. Okay, Akers rushed for 131 yards and had 45 receiving yards in total. That to total 176 for the game. Very important number, 176, the magic square. And of course, that game was held on January 9th. Again, the Feast of Janus, January 9th. Okay, so he had a big game in that game, right? And then I just recently saw an article here. That it says Fantasy Football Buzz, door opens for Cam Akers with Joe Mixon out for Texans. Again, the door is opening. And on that game, right here, it was January 9th, 2021. The door is now open for Cam Akers, Janus, Roman god of the doorways, right? So I believe he's going to have a great game. Again, the days in which the span was 1,352 days ago. And also, it's also worth noting that Super Bowl 56 was also 952 days ago, or 2 years and 222 days. So a lot of twos going on with this. And the number 52. Okay. Again, if you take the total number of yards from that wild card game against the Seahawks, he had 131 plus his 21 yards from the Super Bowl. It equals 152. Okay. And of course, it was a span, of 952 days ago from tomorrow's game. Cam Akers was also pick number 52. Okay, so there's a lot of 5-2s going on, and his birthday is significant too. So from his birthday to tomorrow's game is a span of exactly 303 months. Okay, 303 months. He was born June 22nd, 1999. And if you look here, 1999 is the 303rd prime number. Okay, and it's also the reflection, his birthday is the reflection of tomorrow, because it's 9/22 tomorrow. His birthday is 6/22. Okay, so there's a lot of reflections going on. And again, the very phrase, I believe it's here as well. We'll go ahead and add it if we need to. Okay, again, Akers, and the satanic cipher is 229 as well. Okay, so a lot of good notes here for this guy tomorrow. Again, Akers, tomorrow's 9/22 or 22/9. He'll be a span of 303 months old. 1,999 is the 303rd prime number. Okay. Also, too, what's interesting about that 999, just thought about, was it's been exactly 999 days since the death of John Madden for tomorrow. So very important there. As a side note, I just noticed that. Again, he played for the Eagles practice squad, and the Eagles are squaring up against the Saints tomorrow. So I thought that was an interesting note there. So, again, a lot of ties with Cam Akers returning tomorrow. I would play him in your fantasy team if you had him. I picked him up off the waivers, so definitely play him. Fit him in. I just think he's got a great opportunity. So let's take a look at the why you're really here. Let's look at this. Okay, single game prop here. So my official one that I'm going to suggest is Cam Akers anytime touchdown and him to have over 75 yards. Okay, I think that's a good one at plus 260. If you want to go a little bit more, for 100, it's plus 400 odds. So if you remove this one, that puts you at 550 now. Okay, so that's a pretty significant jump, which tells me, could happen. He may just have a, but I also noticed this one here, if you don't like any time, and there's a 2, I think there's a 2-time score here. Yeah, so Cam Akers at plus 600 to get 2 touchdowns. So if you don't like the yards, you can go 2 touchdowns at plus 600. So I think it's going to be a great game for him. The Vikings are, they've had a couple good games. Again, I just don't see how he doesn't have a great game. Again, this is just my pick for tomorrow. I wanted to make sure I had a video for you guys. Just to recap again, we're going to walk you through it. Again, Cam Akers returns the starting lineup wearing number 22. Again, 22 times 22 is 484. 1 acre equals 4,840 yards, square yards. Okay. Again, it features his opponent. He's replacing his opponent from Super Bowl 56. Again, the Feast of Janus game, he had 176. Again, the significance of that 176, again, is because it's the 11th pentagonal number. Of course, Janus is number 11. Okay, so he had a total of that many yards, number 11. So look for him to have a great game. Again, that would be, I have right here the official pick at the bottom. Okay, official pick is Cam Akers anytime touchdown, and then Cam Akers over 75 yards rushing, which is plus 260. Again, that's a conservative pick, but I have a feeling it could be way more. So just wanted to make this video today, guys. I appreciate all the support and the comments that we had. Again, if you like the channel, you want to support the channel, Cash App, double check FX $. So make sure you show love. If you have any, if you make good money, hey, show love on the tips if you feel so compelled to do so. But again, hope you have a great rest of your day. And I like Cam Akers anytime touchdown plus 75 yards rushing. Hope you have a great rest of your day and take care.